Hello dear students, we are going to discuss the chapter Molecular Basis of Inheritance. This is an important chapter coming under class 12 or plus 2. During this video, this is an introductory video. During this video, we will discuss about the nucleic acids, which are the main nucleic acids, and also about their structure. Especially we will discuss about nucleoside, nucleotide, etc. Okay, nucleoside, nucleotide, etc. Okay, let me start. First of all, nucleic acids. We know that there are mainly two nucleic acids. One is DNA and the second one is RNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA means ribonucleic acids. Okay, and both these DNA and RNA are made up of polynucleotides. Then the next question is how polynucleotides are made, okay, and how is the structure. Here we need to understand two things. One is nucleoside. Let me take another pen. One is nucleoside and another one is nucleotide. You need to understand the difference between a nucleoside and nucleotide. This is very important both for your board examination as well as entrance examination like NEET exam. Okay, so nucleoside is made up of two things. One is sugar, and the second one is nitrogen base. Nucleoside is made up of sugar and nitrogen base. The exact name is pentose sugar. This will be a 5-carbon sugar. A nucleoside is made up of pentose sugar plus nitrogen base. Okay, if you are taking DNA, then the name of pentose sugar will be deoxyribose. Deoxyribose sugar is present in DNA. But if you are taking RNA, then the name of pentose sugar will be ribose sugar. So deoxyribose sugar present in DNA, ribose sugar present in RNA, right? Next I am taking nucleotide. In nucleotide, addition to nucleoside, we can see a phosphate group, which means in nucleotide we can see pentose sugar plus nitrogen base. Also we can see a phosphate group, but this phosphate group is absent in nucleoside. Okay, nucleotide made up of these three things: pentose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group. The pentose sugar, if it is a deoxyribose sugar, then it will be DNA, and the ribose sugar is present in RNA. Okay, next let me talk about nitrogen base in detail. There are two types of nitrogen bases or two groups of nitrogen bases. Okay, one is called purines and the second group is called pyrimidines. Okay, purines include nitrogen bases like adenine and guanine, but pyrimidines include thymine, cytosine and uracil. Okay, these are the different types of nitrogen bases. Let me take an example for a nucleoside. For example, if a pentose sugar is connected with the adenine. Okay, then we can call it as adenosine. We can call it as adenosine. If it is a ribose sugar, if it is a deoxyribose sugar, then we can call this nucleoside as deoxyadenosine. Similarly, we can call, if we are taking the guanine, we can call it as guanosine. If you are taking thymine as nitrogen base, then we can call it as, before that I am taking cytosine, then we can call it as cytidine. Okay, then if you are taking uracil, we can call it as uridine. Uridine won't be present in DNA, but in DNA we can only see thymine. So we will call it as deoxythymidine. Here you need to understand one point. If you are taking DNA, we can see 4 nitrogen bases. We can see adenine, we can also see guanine, then we can see thymine and cytosine. But uracil is absent in DNA, right? But if you are taking RNA, what we can see, instead of thymine, uracil will be present. Let me write for the better understanding. In DNA, you can see adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Okay, but if you are taking RNA, you can see adenine, you can see guanine, you can also see cytosine, but you cannot see thymine. Instead of thymine, you can see which one? Uracil. So in RNA, uracil present instead of thymine. Or also we can say that in DNA, thymine is present instead of uracil. So that is why when I took nucleoside of uracil and thymine, I took uridine, because uridine means which is present in RNA. Then I took deoxythymidine, because which is present in DNA. I cannot spell like thymidine, simply thymidine, because thymidine or thymine is not present in RNA. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, so these all about introduction, and we also going to next we can talk about the bonds present in nucleoside and nucleotide. Bonds, different types of bonds, that is very important. Okay, for example, we are taking nucleoside. Okay, let me take the nucleoside. We know that in nucleoside you can see pentose sugar and nitrogen base. How these two are linked, that is the question. You know, in pentose sugar there will be 5 carbons, right? There will be 5 carbons. The nitrogen base will attach on the first carbon of the pentose sugar. Nitrogen base will attach to the first carbon of the pentose sugar, and this bond is called N-glycosidic bond. What is that? N-glycosidic bond. If next we are taking nucleotide. Let me take nucleotide. Okay. In nucleotide, what all things we can see? Definitely we can see a pentose sugar, right? We can see a pentose sugar, and with that we can see nitrogen base, and also we can see one phosphate group, right? Phosphate group. How many carbons present in pentose sugar? From the word itself, it is clear that 5 carbon. That is why the name pentose. See, we already learned that nitrogen base will nitrogen base will attach into the first carbon of pentose sugar using N-glycosidic bond. Okay, in addition to that, the phosphate group will attach into the fifth carbon of the pentose sugar using a bond called phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. Two bonds we discussed here. One is N-glycosidic bond and another one is phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. Okay, so this is about nucleotide. But we used one more word, that is polynucleotide. Polynucleotide. Polynucleotide means many nucleotides are associated here. In the previous slide, we saw that in a single nucleotide, we can see N-glycosidic bond and the phosphoester bond. Two nucleotides will combine together to form a dinucleotide. Okay, dinucleotide. Here, two nucleotides are associated with the help of a bond which is called phosphodiester bond. What is that? Phosphodiester bond. Phosphodiester bond. Here it is phosphoester bond. Here it is phosphodiester bond. Okay. Next I am taking, see, you just consider a polynucleotide chain like this. Consider it as a polynucleotide chain. Okay. Polynucleotide chain. If you are taking a polynucleotide chain, at one end you can see a phosphate group. On the other end, you can see a free OH group. This phosphate group will be at the 5' position and the OH group will be at the 3' position. Okay, so we can call this end as 5' end and this end as 3' end. So, if you are considering a polynucleotide chain, there will be two ends, 5' end and 3' end. In 5' end, we can see a phosphate group. In 3' end, we can see a OH group, a free OH group. Okay, this is all about the structure of polynucleotide chain, and the remaining things we will discuss in coming videos. Please do subscribe and share with your friends. Also, please add your valuable comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. All the very best.